in this life of ours where serious decisions are needed to be made. As you go to the polls, ladies and children, remember that you have to understand that your decision today is a decision that will mean progress or failure for your children and their children. Anguilla too long has been through a system where all we did was make hurried decisions that came back to haunt us. They always come back to haunt us. And today we are revisiting the same thing. We are saying circumstances that disallow our children from getting better. We are experiencing decisions that stop us in track. How can we change the situation that we have? We can change it by changing those who make decisions for us today. I'm asked always, and I want to address this, who will you join if you were to win elections? And I say, if you can tell me who the winners are, I will answer your question. None of us know who will win this election, but I can tell you that I believe that the Anguilla United Front, Anguilla Progressive Party, the Anguilla United Movement, they will not form the government completely. They will not form this government completely. So what do? We go back to the concept that who we elect to the Anguillan government must be the best people. It must be the best people. It must be in District 1 somebody that will stand up for you, not someone who will be silent about your needs. It must be in District 2 someone who will speak your concerns and not be quiet. I had never known politicians who remain quiet about issues and still describe themselves as politicians. You see, my business is to travel from Welches to the pond ground, ensuring that each person is given an ear and understanding. And let me tell you, I think, mastered that in the classroom over 30 years. To listen. Some people still tell me that I should listen some more. And I'm trying that too. But in this village, I understand that we have two sets of people. I said before, it's a tale of two cities. In one city, it is stricken with poverty, whether it be financial, educational, or what have you. In the other city, there are so many opportunities. This country is a tale of two cities. One side has indifference, one side has opportunity. Crime is almost everywhere. I want to tell you that in this tale of two cities, we have to narrow the gap. The next government's obligation is to narrow that gap. It must narrow the gap between those that have and those that don't. It must narrow the gap between those with job opportunities and those who are neglected. Because every man is a man that must live up to his own standards. Every man is a man that has his own things to do. He has his own obligations. Every man comes from a family or has one. And we must pay attention to those needs. I want to say, in this election, it is going to be very serious. I admonish those people who are participants in this race to look carefully. And let us come together again, as I said, and determine the leadership of this constituency, and determine that they, like myself, we have a role to play. There are some in this district who will run for election every 5 years. And you know what? You will see them every leap year. That's not good. But when it's all over, you will see me. Your vote for me is a vote for your children and theirs. It is perhaps a last opportunity to regain or retain your piece of this rock. And my survey of this country, as they tell me that I have been away, I noted that every time I came back, I interacted with my people. So much so that people in this district who did not plan to run for election will look at me as if it's gone to say, why are you hanging out with those people under that tree? But now, I still hang out, but I see them there. I see them there. They are there because they simply want your vote. They never walk to you and say, this is what I want to do. This is what I think is good for the country. And they never ask you what you thought was good for the country. They just would come and say, vote for me. That's a joke. That's a joke. Anybody that comes to you, and maybe I'm tipping them off, but it's all right. We need to learn that when they come to you, they have to say what they're about. And that's what it is. But I'm going to say to you, ladies and gentlemen, I said before, and I'll say it again, no one will buy me, and no one can sell me. I cannot be bought. You can talk about loyalty, you can talk about integrity, you can talk about character, and I don't know what right you have, but I cannot be bought. I cannot be bought and will not. Saying, I ask you to remember that the future of our youth rests within the possibilities of education. It rests within the possibilities of education. I believe that when we educate our youth, we are on a good start. The hope and survival and protection of Anguilla is shaped upon the premise and the promise that everyone must share in this future. All right, so I have chosen the heart as our symbol, as he said, to signify that our young people have the pulse that will give our nation the strength. I started the first part of my life right here, giving to this district, giving to these students an education. That was part of my job. But I come before you ready to take on this awesome responsibility on behalf of the unborn, infants, the young, disabled, elderly, and the less fortunate. President Franklin Roosevelt once said, and I quote, "In every dark hour of our national life, a leadership of frankness and of vigor has met with that understanding and support of the people themselves, which is essential for victory." People of Welches and Anguilla, I beg you to make this election a victory for District 1. It must be a total victory for District 1. And now is the time for reform. Now is the time for reform. Now is the time to change the status quo. Vote for the heart. Vote for Terry Harrigan. And go out and tell them that no other candidate will do it. No other candidate can do it. And no other candidate will change the bureaucracy in the battle of indecision. No other candidate. No other candidate. No other candidate. Tell them that I'm unafraid. Tell them that humility weighs heavier than wealth on your conscience. Tell them that I'm not worried about anybody because God has always been on my side. Tell them, thank you, good night.